Hello and welcome back. Miner Mountain here. Ready to get started, so let's get after it. I'm in level 6 of the Pixel Dungeon. Just defeated the goo. And now I'm going to show you, this is just down from the beginning screen here. Normally, after you defeat a boss, the 6th level, 11th level, 16th level, you are going to have a shop. Sometimes the door is visible, sometimes it is not, and it is always out of this first screen where the stairs are, where the sign is. Let's see. Pixel Mart. All you need for successful adventure. Okay, well, all you need for successful adventure. Something got lost in the translation there, I think, but we've been laughing at that sort of thing for years, haven't we? So yeah, Pixel Mart, I guess is what they call it. I call it a shop or a store, and there's the merchant, and there's some wonderful items in here. This thing here, it looks like a food ration. It's actually an overpriced food ration, 200 gold. It's the same as eating half a food ration or a piece of char-grilled meat, which is something actually I started talking about in the last episode but never finished up. Sometimes the sewer crabs, when you kill them, they'll drop something called mystery meat. You can eat that. It sometimes can help you or hunger, but sometimes can poison you as well, have negative effects as well. But if you throw it into fire, or if there's a tile, like if you burn it somehow, like if there's a tile on the ground that's a fire trap, you could throw it on there. Or if you've got a bunch of mystery meat, you could put it in a grassy area and ignite that somehow, and it will turn it into like char-grilled meat, I believe, and that's good to eat as well. And that's half a food ration, same as these here. Got a scroll of identify. I'm not too worried about that. I'm not going to buy any of these. I'm going to get all this stuff for free here in just a second. I'm going to show you how. It's really cool. This is a weight stone. You can apply this to a weapon. You can actually apply two to each weapon. Once for accuracy and once for speed. Now, depending on what weapon you have, that kind of dictates how you use it. Very useful tool. And it'll also fight degeneration, which let's talk about degeneration here. Or degeneration, I guess is a good, like my armor here. You see how it's got it's got a health that's going down. And once it's all the way down, it's broken. It's no longer as useful as its stats could be. So what you want to do there is, if you get a scroll of upgrade and use it on it, it will replenish its health. If you enchant it, it will replenish its health. If you what else can you do to it? I'm not sure right now, but you can do a scroll of upgrade to either one. You can enchant either one, weapon or armor. And if you now, I've enchanted this sword and I'm familiar with it. Let's take a look at this chilling sword. Okay, so I think what that means is the enchantment that I put on it, it will like freeze the enemy. Or there's a chance to freeze the enemy every time I attack. Some of the enchantments are good, some of them aren't good. There's one enchantment, it makes the it's like it'll be called the Blade of Affection or something if you put it on a sword, or armor of affection, and it will be like whatever you hit will fall in love with you, and it won't hit you. It'll just follow you around. You won't be able to kill it until that wears off. There's a enchantment of bounce you can put on some of these, where if they hit you, they'll bounce back like 2 or 3 tiles, which, I mean, depending on where you're at, not a bad deal. Okay, anyway, moving on. Let's get back to the store here. And this is the seed pouch I was talking about. You can buy it for 500, but it gives you another storage deck. It'll be another tab down here like your keys. And there's also a scroll holder and a wand holder. That's how you upgrade your storage deck in this game. It's expensive, as you can see. It's 500, and I've got less than 1,000. So that, a couple items in here is going to wipe me out. It's just the way most games go. And there's some more armor here. Right here, this thing is the Anka. And it'll bring you back to life if you have it in your inventory. However, you will only maintain the items that you have equipped. Like if I died, I would only get to keep the stuff on the top row, my sword, my armor, and my ring. Ooh, which, by the way, if you look, the purple tile under my ring here is no longer purple, which means I know exactly what it is. It is a ring of haste. This ring accelerates the wearer's flow of time, allowing one person to perform all actions a little faster. The ring of haste is on your finger. Wonderful, and it's +1, so that actually makes me move faster and gives me more attacks. Now, you won't actually physically see that on the screen. It'll just be like every 3rd or 5th turn, depending on what the stats are. It will give me an extra turn, depending on what enemy is in my area. It's a relative effect. Pretty simple to understand there. Okay, I want all this stuff. I want it all, right? Let's just. So what you do is before you get rid of him, basically what we're going to do is read the scroll of wipeout, and it's going to get rid of him, and I'll be able to pick all these up for free. Thousands and thousands of gold pieces worth of loot. But first, I got a bunch of stuff I want to get rid of, so you tap on him, and if you look at the top there, it says select an item to sell. Well, I only need one of these armors. Sell for 80. Sounds pretty good. I'm going to keep the tomahawk. These spears are pretty much dime a dozen. We're going to go ahead and get rid of those. This is the weapon we started with. Yeah, it's only worth like 20. I'm not going to sell anything else, I don't think. I mean, potion of liquid flame, that's very useful. I'm not going to sell that. I've got a potion of strength. Ooh, I need to drink that, by the way. I got that last level. By the way, I noticed I was going over some of my videos. In the last one, level 4, I missed a door. Did you guys catch that? I totally missed a door. It's probably just full of enemies and just would have hurt me anyway. But I'm going to sell one of these potions of purifications. If you got something that has a negative effect on it or is cursed and it is affecting you illy, you can drink this potion of purification and it'll take care of that. But it's very rare that I use those, but I like to have one on hand, so there we go. Now, see, it's interesting. The cell is purple behind this wand, but I know what it is. Well, I've identified the wand because I've used it, the Wand of Regrowth. However, I don't know its stats. I don't know how many times it can fire before it fizzles out and needs to recharge, which there's a scroll of recharge, or you can wait X amount of time for it to recharge. But it's only got so many uses until it needs to be recharged or recharge itself. But that is what we do not know, and that is why the tile is still purple. Uh-oh. So I just noticed something that really stinks. You remember when I was fighting the goo and I caught myself on fire? Well, I forgot, if you don't have a scroll holder and you catch fire, all your scrolls burn. Because I just went in here looking for the scroll of wipeout. I don't have any scrolls, and that's exactly what happened to me. I burnt my scrolls, and now I'm going to have to pay for this stuff. Oh, man, that's not good. Okay, so, well, I need a seed sack, so I'm going to buy it. So I really wish I could show you that cool trick. I mean, basically all you do is you sell everything to the merchant, and then you read the scroll of wipeout, and then he will disappear, and you can just pick up everything in the store. If you have a scroll of wipeout, don't set yourself on fire. This is a great life lesson that you guys can learn from my horrible experience. How much money do I got left? $669. Let's go ahead and buy the Waitstone. How much do they want for the Waitstone? $400. Sure, why not? Do I have any food on me? No. How much is the overpriced food ration? $200. Let's buy it. I'm going to go ahead and eat it because I am hurting. This did not work out at all like I wanted. But that's okay. That's how the Pixel Dungeon rolls, guys. You got to be able to roll with it. If you can't set yourself on fire every now and again, you probably just don't know how to have a good time. All right, I'll take some dew. By the way, my dew jar is getting full. I mean, it's only got one in there because I have to be full of health, obviously, but for that to start filling up. But we got one in there. I'd really like to have that topped off by level 10. by the time we see Tengu, because a chest in front of a door. Oh, there's new level set, new enemy sets when you go beat a boss. We're gonna start seeing. Oh, what are we going to see in these levels? Thieves. Thieves are pretty bad. I think thieves are in this level. Mimics were always around. This actually is why I started talking about this. This could be a mimic right here. It's a chest. Sometimes the chests, you click on them, and it's a mimic. It's actually a boss, or not a boss, an enemy. But he's a pretty strong enemy, I believe, 25 or 30 hit points. So at our current level, not too bad. But if we would have encountered him a few levels ago before we upgraded the sword, we would have problems. So I'm going to see. This is probably just a chest, but it might be a mimic. Yep, it's just a chest. Good. Scroll of Identify. I'm just kind of like back at ground zero here, ground one. I don't phase one. I don't know what to do, because I mean that was my big plan, show you guys how to use the scroll of Wipeout, because that's a really good trick. I've told you about it. You guys know how to do it now. You guys know how to get one. So yeah, you can use that. Here, let's go in here. Let me show you the seed sack here. It's a tab, just like your keys down here by your backpack. You hit it, boom, it's got all your seeds. So it saves quite a bit of room. I mean, if I did, it takes up one, but if I didn't have that, it'd be taking up three. Seed stack, not a big deal. Food stacks, like if you have 6 of that white food ration, and then you get another food ration that's like a pasty or a mystery meat, it won't stack. However, if you're really low on space in your backpack, you can, and you need to eat something, instead of eating the ration of food that you have 6 of that stacks, because that won't give you a free slot, you eat the pasty first, which will give you the pastry first. I call it a pasty? I meant pastry. Wow. Okay. So you eat the pastry first if you only have one, and that will free up a slot. So that's basically how stacking works. Potions stack, scrolls of all of the same kind stack. If they're different, you don't. They don't. Okay, so I'm just gonna power through this level, because I don't know what else to do. All right, this is a room. I'm really not even sure what this buff does. I'm like invisible or something. I'm shadow melded, whatever that means. These rooms, you can't see anything. You got to go all the way around them. And see these plants down here that I'm standing in between. Each one of those that I step on will give me a little bit of health, more than a dew jar. So I'm going to go ahead and stand on this first one, stand on the second one. I've almost got totally healed up, but I'd really like to start filling up that dew jar. Now see, you don't have to search for hidden doors. Sometimes when you just walk by them, they'll just make themselves known. Same as traps too. We'll go ahead and step in there. Hey, look, we've got the exit. We've got a paralytic gas trap there, it looks like. I got some grass here. Oh, hey, look, we got some. Let me show you what this wand does. Well, while we're sitting in here, let me show you what this wand does. Wand of Regrowth. Zap. Let's just. And look at that. Just give it a few minutes. Give it a few turns here. All right. So it regrew some stuff. It didn't give me anything. It's not going to anytime. But if you have multiple enemies, you can actually point that in their direction. Like if you're in a hallway and you got enemies coming from both directions, you can shoot it down one way and it'll actually block their view. If they haven't seen you yet, that grass grows and it'll actually block their view, and it can keep them from attacking you. Okay, this is a thief. These guys are extremely fast. I believe he gets 2 turns to my 1. Not sure, because I've got that ring of haste. He's going to hit me a couple times, which is actually he's going to take something from me and he's going to run off. As you can see, I got the surprise attack on him, so I'm gonna hit him and just try to take him out quick before he steals something. Otherwise, he'll be going through this whole level with my stuff, some of my stuff, and I'll have to track him down and get him if I want it back, which is really annoying if he takes something nice. All right, so hopefully, okay, he just took something from me. Yep, and he's out. And that's a trick. When you hit him, he drops gold. However, if I click on that gold, I'm going to move and then I'm going to pick it up, and that's going to waste 2 turns. I only want to waste 1 turn. I don't like, I'm just going to come into here. Oh, he came back. Okay. So I'm going to go back in this doorway because he's trapped. There might be a door behind that grass down there. It's in the middle of the screen right now. Where we can't see, but he might not be able to see it either. He's trying to get out right now. He's trying to get up into that door. So what I'm going to do is pop up into here. He realizes he's trapped. I believe he's going to say some choice words here in a second. Oh, man. I'm trying to get him to come back. There we go. See, he took my dew jar. He took my dew jar. That's sneaky snake. And that's why he didn't leave. There was no other way out. That's how it works. You got to corner him pretty much. Or if you got like a wand of lightning, a wand of disintegration, or bombs. A bomb is actually a great way to deal with a thief too. As he's fleeing, just throw it at him. It usually kills him. If not, it hurts him really bad. And it stuns him. We have got ourselves a scroll of radio. I'm not really sure what that does, but we'll get there. Okay, let's go through here. And in an earlier episode, I was talking to you guys about this grass, and if this grass was next to a door, you would it would catch on fire. Okay, here's another enemy. This is a skeleton. When these guys die, they blow up and they inflict a pretty good amount of damage on you. I'm going to wait till he comes in the door. So I always try to be around a corner. I'm not sure if the damage is less if you're around a corner as opposed to in front of him, but it's what I do. So anyway, right there, he's slowed. So the enchantment that I put on my sword is like the chilling sword, so he's slowed. So I guess it kind of froze him or something. I'm not sure how it translates, but he is at a minus as far as turns go in our battle here. So should be easy. Yep, but he hit me, got me 2 points of damage there when he died. So that happens quite frequently. Am I missing something here? There's got to be more. There's got to be more. All right. I don't know what all these scrolls do. Oh, I forgot to do this. Let's weight stone. Drop it, throw it, or apply it. Let's apply it. What would you like to apply it to? I can only apply it to a weapon, so I'll apply it here. Now, would you like to apply it for speed or accuracy? Well, I'm already pretty fast because of that ring of haste I got, so I'm going to say speed's on the back burner. And a sword, too, is not an overly heavy weapon, so you actually have a pretty good attack with it. It's not like a big old club or glaive or whatever. So we'll do accuracy. That'll help you land hits, obviously. What is this? Scroll of identify. Let's read it. What can we identify? Let's identify this scroll so I don't waste it. Scroll of recharging, right there. That is how you recharge your wands. I mean, I could zap some stuff here and then recharge. I don't want to waste it, but so see what it did there? Still going. Still going. Nice. Now let's see if there's anything in here. There. See? We got a dewdrop out of there. So it is a way. I'm going to eat some food here. It is a way to do that. Okay. So doors burning. Sometimes you will have a water room and it will have piranhas floating around in it. And if you step into the door, they're very quick. All three. There's usually 3 at a time and an item on the other side. You need a potion of invisibility to get through that. However, that's not the case here. If you burn the door accidentally for some reason or not, and there's water below it, the fish can step into the door, and if there's water to the outside, they can step around it. They can move freely wherever there's water once the door is gone. And they're pretty vicious. I've actually painted myself into a corner doing that before. I was hoping to find something. I was just hoping to get after it. And wait, did I have a potion of strength I didn't drink? Yeah, let's go and drink that. Okay. Oh, and in the last level, I got interrupted by an enemy. I was going to talk about, remember the room that had a chest in it, and it had floor traps, and I had to drink a potion of levitation to get over it? Well, there's another way to do that. And I mean, it's simple game mechanics. I mean, I can demonstrate here. you pop that open to open a door, and then you can just fire in arrows and set off the traps. And then usually it's like gas, then you just have to wait a few turns before the gas clears. Oh, look at this, we got another thief. Boom, nice. I like it when I take them out that fast. I can't see anything else, but this level doesn't look like it has enough. What is this? Potion of liquid flame, and then I've got a potion of purification. None of this is going to help me to find anything more. I think that's it. I think that's all I can do in this level, unless I'm willing to go around and do some searching for secret doors, which I really am not. So, this video is already getting very lengthy. So, I'm going to head here, and we are level 7 of the Pixel Dungeon. That's great. Oh, and I missed a booty room there in where I was telling you usually there's a thing you can spawn. Not a thing you can spawn. What am I talking about? It's a door you find in the room that the goo actually spawns in, that original room. And there'll be a whole bunch of chests and a rat king or something. He doesn't hurt you, but you can go around and go through all his chests, and all of them have 1 to 5 gold in it, plus there'll be some items, and one of them will be a mimic, that enemy I talked about. But we didn't get it, so. But you might find that. All right, well, that's all I got. Video's too long. Sorry about that. Miner Mountain out. Peace.